It's Ben Podger!
So hello everyone, my name is Ben, and just a quick shout out before I have to get on my set. First of all, hello to my brother who I think has just come in, and this is me doing stand-up. Yes, I am doing it. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier.
Jacket for you,
But there we go, this so you know, and now she can't kill me later, so that's how I'm doing stand-up. So you're all witnesses. Right, so I'm Ben and I'm a 4th year maths and physics student, or, as most people will tell that to here, I'm a maths student. They just disregard half of my degree for no reason, and this then leads to some interesting conversations I can have with people. Because I'll go up to them and I'll be like, hello, I study maths and physics, and then they'll hear maths, hear numbers, and any number related conversation, they'll just go straight to you. So, you know, they'll come up to you, oh, what's a 7-sided shape called, Ben? What's this sort of thing? What's this number? Why are these all? And I stand there and I go, I haven't done shapes in primary school. I don't know, why should I know these things? I know a 3-sphere from differential geometry, and that's a lie. I just about know it because I passed the exam. That's all I need to know. So I'm not my lecturers here. I knew it. And then the second option I have for doing, you know, numbers with people is I'll be at work, and then any time a customer wants you to check the bill, everyone will just go, Ben will do it, he's a mathematician. Which is brilliant, because often I just lie there and go, yeah, I checked it, it's fine, and just cross my fingers. So they'll come over and sometimes you add it up, so I get to the calculator, and then instantly it's, way, you're using a calculator. It's like, yes, I'm a mathematician, I'm using a calculator, and they go, you should have done it on your head, mate. Like, no, a calculator won't lie to me. I can type in the numbers, and I will be correct. I'm not just going to guess a bill. I'm going to, you know, could be £153.72, could be £154.08. Who knows? Who cares? I do, because I want my job. So I will type it up in a calculator, because they don't lie. So just as a heads up, please don't ever mock people for using a calculator. They are a godsend, they are great, they are a mathematician's best friends. That's a little detour on why I love calculators. My main sort of thing is, as I see myself as a physicist, when I got to uni, I was very distraught to hear the university see this differently. They sort of want me to be a mathematician, being on the maths with physics course. So there's a professional physics module I can do last year, and I went up to the lecturer, and I said, you know, why am I not involved in this module? I really want to be a physicist. And he went, well, Ben, as a maths and physics student, you're meant to be more on the theoretical side. And I just thought, who wants to do theoretical stuff? What is the point in that? And then seriously questioned, have I wasted 5 years of my life doing the complete wrong course? Should I have maybe done just physics? But it's too late for those sorts of questions now. So I'm just hoping it all works out. And I told my friends this, and then they all laughed for about 5 minutes because I'm the most practical out of all of us. Because I love to play with my hands, and I'm just being lad tinkering around. And then this sort of leads into my main story of my first research experience and how I really got into a lab. So what we had to do was, in high school, everyone sort of gets to that stage where you get into all the end of your high school and everyone goes, what are you going to do when you finish? And you go, well, I'll go to uni. And they go, but how? What are you going to put on your CV to make you look presentable to a university? And I thought, well, I don't know. And I sat and I wondered, and I said, I'll spend my entire summer at the university, and that way they'll have to love me. So I went there, and I thought I'd wait 8 weeks doing research for them, and then hopefully if I cracked something amazing, they'd have no reason not to take me on. So it was a nice contingency plan. And so I went in and I got this research, and I went to go see this man, and he is the world's most intimidating man he is. He is just slightly terrifying, if I'm being honest. To give context, he looks a bit like Philip Seymour Hoffman, and every one of his lectures feels like the start of the Hunger Games with him just going, may the odds be ever in your favour, and then he walks out and he's gripping yourself. And it's fine, because, you know, I've had a meeting with him, and I was meant to now do research with him this year for my actual honours project, and then for some reason, he just dropped me as a student. And I don't know why, and nor do any of the other lecturers, so it can't be something very serious. So it sort of gives credence to how this is all going to play out. So I started my day, and I went in on my first day, and he went, okay, we're going to start you on something simple to see where you stand. And I thought, that's fair enough. I'm going to bluff my way through this. And he went, do you know the basics of optical trapping? To this day, I still don't really know what it is. But ultimately I thought, I know optical, and I know trapping. Don't really know them together. That wasn't good enough for him. He then sort of went, do you know Hooke's law? And as a sort of going into 6-year high school student, I had just heard this in name briefly, and for basic purposes, it's how stiff your spring is. And so I said to him, yes, I nodded feverishly in the hope that he wouldn't think I was very stupid and instantly kick me out. So I nodded at him and he went, good, and he went berserk and explained all this science to me, to which I just continued nodding to spare my life. And then we finished and he went, right, okay, before we actually get you into the lab though, we want you to bring you up a bit more to speed. So he gave me a book about math thick, all about optical trapping, and at this point I realised I was meant to be building magnetic tweezers, so I'd been given something on the complete wrong subject. But he thought he'd alleviate that. He gave me a laptop and he said, you can research on this. Now, as a 6-year high school student, I had not been taught about the appropriate places to find research papers. You're meant to go on Scopus or Web of Science, these lovely databases that hold all this information. Now I had Google. I had good old trustworthy Google. And so I saw things up, and this is all I found out from my research at the start. Optical tweezers are a laser beam that will trap a particle. So it's sort of like a tractor beam. You can hold it in place and then study it. Magnetic tweezers, on the other hand, go, no, disregard that, laser stuff, we're going to use magnets. Which works in principle, but if you ask Google what magnetic tweezers are, they are really good for removing hard-to-get hairs. Not too good. So I was searching on Google, and I had about 100 results, and one of them was a paper, the other 99 were just adverts for tweezers. I could buy them for £2, 99p, and I was just in there going, I'm really tempted to. I must have, just sort of hand in and go, done. I felt safe not to do it, but I might do it at the end of my degree, and I'd be like, by the way, magnetic tweezers are better. But when I finally got into the lab, I could do proper research, and I was given this tiny bench about, just sort of lapping, and I was told, okay, you can't lean on this bench, it is liquid nitrogen lifted. So basically they hover it by pumping in liquid nitrogen and then returning it into gas so it stays perfectly level, because there are people using lasers. So I was told, don't lean on it, don't put anything heavy on it, basically don't touch it or you'll just bugger up everyone else's work. And these are serious PhD students I was working with. So I was terrified of that. And then secondly, it was pitch black. So I couldn't really see what I was doing, because you can't have the lights on in a laser lab, it'll interfere with all your results. So I was sort of having to scrape around trying to find bits and pieces so I could actually build my experiment, because all I was given was a microscope so I could see things, and these little disc magnets off Amazon, which I think cost about 99p for a pack of 10, so I was instantly given a high budget and some funding for the university, and I was feeling proud of it. So I was scraping around, knowing my place at the bottom of the ladder, trying to find bits and pieces, and I managed to scrape together some pliers, and I thought, brilliant, these will hold my disc magnet. So I can look around, and so I had my magnetic particles, I was looking for other things, and then I found my light bulb moment, and I had the best idea I've ever had in a lab, and the worst idea I've ever had in a lab. I found some string, and thought, I have got this in the bag. I had pillars on either side of my bench, and a wee one above me. So what I did was I got the string, I wrapped it around the pliers, and I made a most convoluted pulley system to hold it all in place, which actually worked. And I was dead chuffed with this, because it was about week 4 in, so I felt I had cracked this, and I walked outside to the PhD students, who were all typing away furiously, and I went, guys, I have done it, I have cracked the magnetic tweezers, if you call it quits on this project, everyone come in and see this. And, they sort of looked at me as the silly 6-year student I was. I went, sure, we'll humour you, let's see it. Obviously, having worked on this themselves and not got anywhere. So they all come in, and they look at it, and they said it was one of the best things they had seen. It was very ingenious, didn't stop them laughing, and taking photos for posterity. It really shouldn't have worked. I could just about sort of tug at it, and it would all sort of swing massively, so it wasn't the most precise measurement. But I managed to make my impact, because to this day, string is still banned in that lab to make my impact. So thank you very much for listening.